Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Mahomes now on 1st down. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here we go with Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dante Hall, 69 yards. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team
and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes will throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're down 7. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's first down. The Bengals drive about to get going. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow dancing to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Bengals. Dante Hall from 21 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run with Patterson, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. First down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, Mariota complete to Zacchaeus. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. They'll go. It's Patterson. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down. Here's Burrow. And he'll find Hall. And some room to maneuver. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dante Hall. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 8, 2:07 remaining. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota got a man. It's Patterson complete. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. To throw, Mariota. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling. Buying time to his left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Mariota. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Touchdown! Dante Hall, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game play.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. These two teams all tied after 1. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys have now moved out in front. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott flush to his right. Washington's got it. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. You trail by a touchdown. Your opponent has possession on their own 30-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Cunningham. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. Touchdown, Broncos. Dante Hall, 31 yards. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2. Cunningham looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Herbert on 1st down now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 31, Herbert has got it to Williams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert, escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert, that's into the hands of the running back Roundtree. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're only down 3 points. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They look to throw. It's Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Cunningham. Forced out to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. He's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
They hand this one to Gronk, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Rob Gronkowski punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now Locke and the Seahawks down 24-20. A little over 80 ticks to go. Locke, how will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Locke to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now Locke, gotta have this one. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Cunningham to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
One final try for Locke. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Nicely done. Another one up. Another.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Finding space at the 40, and they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Still going, and it's a Packers touchdown. Dante Hall, 52 yards. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Johnson, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Finding space at the 40. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position? There, a nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Rodgers will throw for it, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 4, 2:21 the time left. They're out of timeouts. Now they will have the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes able to find Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Here's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's got Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Mahomes. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge. I
like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown just might do it.
I would agree. That probably does. Barring a miracle, they're in great shape.
Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now third down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in.